Good morning.
Good morning, Cindy. It's nice to see you.
Likewise, Charlotte, I'm so excited today to talk to you about endorsement, what it means for you.
I think I'm really excited to be here. I'm ready. I'm eager to share the importance of being indoors and joining FAME with everybody. People know that there's an opportunity to serve and do it ethically and support it. So let's get started.
Let's go for it. Why did you go through the endorsement process?
For me, I joined an agency, Types and Teens. I have it right here as an infant mental health program. And they were requiring training in the field that we're serving. So that was one of the reasons why I joined. I was encouraged by my clinical supervisor to affiliate with FAME for me to gain more knowledge, training opportunities, endorsement, and to practice in a safe way and sustainable way in our agency. Yes.
What was the endorsement process like for you?
For me, it was, I'm not gonna lie, at the very beginning, it was a little overwhelming. It took a process of reflection and looking back at myself and my own experience and I just have to recall the little experience that I had with you because you were the first contact that I had with Fame. And I remember coming to our time together, our meeting, a little frustrated because I was also growing as a clinician. I just finished my master's, and now when I recall this meeting between you and I remember you brought your endorsement that day to our conversation. I have came in frustrated and not knowing how to start, and now that I look back, you reflected really well what I was experiencing and made me feel heard, seen, and since that point, I knew I could take a step forward and being supported and answering the questions that I had at the time. Because in my case, I was forming as a clinician and I'm still am, but at that earlier stage, it was a little different. So it was good to have a person that guide me through the process, that answer my emails, my questions, um, to know for me to how allocate my experience within the portal. Fame has a wonderful portal that helps allocate all of your experience, and I think that was a fantastic piece of the initiation of the journey as an endorsement professional today. And it's pretty interesting to look back at it and think about how I was feeling at that time and how am I feeling now after being endorsed for multiple months now. So,
Charlotte, talk a little bit about yourself, your journey as a clinician. I'm hearing that you're talking a lot about you, and this work is very personal, and we have to start from somewhere. So I'd love to hear more about yourself and what this journey was like for you.
well, for me, I have finished a master's degree in psychology before I started working at this agency that encouraged me the endorsement. And I also had a big background in behavior analysis. And at the moment, I had certain ideas how to work with families, but I I really started growing more when I after I gained my endorsement and I joined the FAME Academy through the CPP cohort. I think that's when things started to really open up for me, and help me have the biggest growth as a person and as a clinician. I think one big piece of the growth personally was having a supervisor, an endorsed supervisor, a clinician that was prepared to support me throughout the process. I think this is a process that cannot be done alone, and I appreciate so much how FAME promotes the supervision piece of our work because I think is really important. And I don't want to lose my track. I know we were talking about me, but I just simply can't not highlight all of those things. And all of that growth did not happen on my own. I was always held and supported and heard. And I think that was one of the crucial aspects for me personally.
Talk about like the work that you do today.
Wow. Looking back, and at at the very beginning of this conversation, this past few days since I was approached to have this conversation with you, that's been on my mind, and the big difference that I am experiencing on myself, as a clinician, as a human, as a caregiver myself, as a member of my community. Today, I am currently working with high risk families that are involved in probably DCF or dependency cases in the dependency system. And it's a really complex work. It's not easy, but does require for us to have that background and knowledge and what we're doing. And I think FAME through their academy and training prepare us really well to work with that.
What would you want people to know about infant and early childhood health?
I think the more people that are endorsed are the better. I think I work constantly with teachers, directors, social workers that are active in schools. I work with case workers in different levels of care. For example, for those DCF cases that I work. And I think everybody should be endorsed because it's just so fundamental and it lands in the universal feeling of safety. Um, and I think as much as people, humans, let's just say that way, humans that want to help and show up every day in an environment that's within the helping career, and the endorsement, it's a great thing to have because then you're going to be practicing supported, you're going to be practicing with confidence, you're going to be practicing under guidelines that are sustainable for the families you serve and for yourself. So I think the most important thing today is just bringing the message of people really joining us and in this mission that we have and that we practice every day. So it can continue growing because, like I said in few statements ago, this is not something we can do alone. We really need people to join us to understand, to gain this new lens that can help families, but also can keep us safe as professionals and humans when we're helping others.
Is there anything else you want to make sure that you touch upon?
I'm thinking about that one. I think it's just encouraging people to join the endorsement journey, that to not be afraid of it, that you can do this, that there's times that you might feel overwhelmed looking back at yourself and all of the experience you have and how scattered it is. But this step is going to help you organize all of that experience, conceptualize it, and make you really confident in the work you're going to be doing. So I think that will be something that I want to share across the board.
No. Would you like to also share in Spanish too? I want to be mindful that you're bilingual, and we have a lot of bilingual professionals who would really benefit.
Okay, that does require a mental shift. So, okay, okay. Versión en español. Aquí estamos. Bueno, lo primero que quiero decir es que FAME ha sido sumamente crucial para mi crecimiento como profesional, y quiero exhortar a las personas que están trabajando, que han completado cursos académicos que tienen que ver con, I'm sorry, it's a little difficult, but I'm going to start over. I know this is going to be cut in some way, so just give me some grace.
I'll say cut.
Cut, cut. Okay, minute 35. Just kidding. Okay. Yeah, I just want to say something about that. It's tricky. It is tricky mentally to like surf in both languages, but it's a privilege. So here I go. I'm gonna try it again. Pues para mí es un privilegio trabajar con la Asociación de Salud Mental Infantil. Me ha ayudado mucho a crecer como clínica, me ha ayudado como persona también. Me interesa mucho ser parte de, de ayudar a la comunidad, de poder ayudar a una familia que está en necesidad, en diferentes niveles de cuidado, porque las familias pasan por un problemas cotidianos en el día a día. En esos problemas a veces tienen diferentes niveles de riesgo, alto riesgo, medio riesgo o poco riesgo. So, lo que yo entiendo es que la Asociación de Salud, la Asociación de Salud Infantil, um, la salud mental infantil, me ha ayudado a conceptualizar mi experiencia, a ser más presente con las familias, a, a tener una manera de trabajar saludable también para mí, porque durante mi tiempo con FAME me siento apoyada, me siento que me escuchan, tengo un canal para trabajar con los casos que trabajo y la realidad es que FAME no tan solo es para profesionales clínicos, también es para personas civiles, cuidadores, directores de escuelas, maestros. Hay diferentes niveles donde te puedes acoger a la asociación, y la asociación está muy preparada para prepararnos para trabajar con familias que tienen necesidades de todos los tipos de niveles.
How did that feel?
I'm not sure. It's just I constantly do this in English, and my language is always building in English. And it's been interesting because for the clinical success story, I had to translate it as well. So just seeing some of these translations and these words that this professional language in Spanish translated, it's also given me more language in Spanish. So it's pretty interesting. I really like it. So.
And remind me, is Spanish or English your first language?
Is Spanish. Yes, it's Spanish. But I have to remind us that I've been speaking English for 12 years now. When I first moved to the United States, as a Puerto Rican, we do have a little basic in English, like parking or hot dog. We say things like that in our culture. But never, I was not ready when I first moved to the United States to have a conversation. I was really shy. I had nightmares. I remember having nightmares of not being able to talk in my nightmares, and then later on, those started to subside a little bit. But I did have a lot of challenges adapting the language, the culture. Uh, but it's possible. It's really possible. It's a matter of practicing, showing up every day, uh, reading topics that interest us. Everybody's different. I think everybody has their own ways of learning. So just kind of finding what is easy for you. Yep. So,
Thank you, Charlotte. Any final thoughts or things that came up for you as you were translating or
I don't know. I think it's just I feel honored to be here, honestly, and I feel eager for people to really know about fame and to join and just try to take that first step to contact and send an email or ask a question, because we need more people. I think that will be the main thing for today. We need more people, and I know there's so many people out there that love to help. I think that's when we thrive as a humans, when we have a channel to help. And and through fame and the endorsement and their academy, you get to do those things. But I think very importantly, sustainable for ourselves, because we're also humans, we're also moms, we're also caregivers. So I think that's my main message today. Like, just take the step, look, read the website, reach out with your dumb question, because sometimes we think we have a dumb question. Ask your question. You know, and I promise you that's gonna be worth it. You're gonna be doing what you want to do. That's helping families, and I think it's so rewarding, that you don't want to miss out. So that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
Yes.